Did you see that guy, Representative, what's his name, Tim Burchett? Is that his name? Who was talking about there's 5 specific areas where these things seem to be emanating from the ocean?
I tracked down this book that's out of print now called The Unidentified, no, it's the UFOs and USOs, Unidentified Submersible Objects of the Santa Catalina Channel. Well, in this one area, tons of bizarre activity. This guy went around and he interviewed everybody who had a weird story. And he just basically compiled them. He said, what do you see? Describe it in detail. And he went back, like these are like fishermen had stories from the 80s. And he talked to naval aviators and he talked to, local yachtsmen. And he talked to all these people. And he points out in his prologue, these are all just the stories I've collected. I have not edited these stories. I've not modified these stories. And the people have verified that they are correct. And you hear, they are all on the record. This is their name. He didn't include anybody who was anonymous because his point was if it's anonymous, you could just claim I made it up. It has to be a real person who stands behind it. And he said, you'll notice that across about 50 years of stories I've collected, that there's extraordinary commonality between these stories. People who have never met, have no reason to work together, have no reason to have a common story, and yet they all observe very similar things. When you see a one-off, it's hard to draw a conclusion. When you see a pattern, it becomes a lot more
What are they
interesting.
observing specifically?
The things that they were seeing were vehicles that were in the sky and then going into the water at high speed and appearing to like not hitting them and slamming and exploding like you'd expect, but instead still a huge flash, but just seamlessly transitioning into the water. Lots of noise, lots of splash, but not like destroying themselves. And then similarly, objects coming out of the water in the same way. So they all describe these very, very steep approach paths, like not coming in like an aircraft landing on the water, but almost like coming out of the sky at these very steep angles and then just smashing into the water in a way you would expect would destroy anything. But then instead, the vehicles are apparently fine and the water just parts around them as they rocket in.
Ooh.
Really, really bizarre stuff.